Ramblin here. Welcome to my fellow ramblers. So, Indian Motorcycles has issued a July 2026 Ride Command update. Ride Command is the firmware / software that runs their system that pops up on the screen when you launch the bike. Now, I like technology, and I like technology on the bikes, but I'm not a huge fan of the Ride Command system. There's a few things I use it for, but I typically use Apple wireless CarPlay with this adapter, and I've made other videos about Apple wireless CarPlay. But I do like to update and keep current versions, and you'll always see somebody that's criticizing a current version saying they have problems that they'll need to update. I tend to be an early adopter, and I'll take problems as they come along. So what I'm going to do is I'm updating mine tonight, and I thought I would just record and show you the process. This is not a review or a test of the firmware because I haven't been able to use it. I'm just getting ready to install it. It's not hard to install, but there's some steps that you want to follow to make it go smoothly. What does this software do? Indian has said that it makes the launch time quicker. I have seen some videos where people timed it and said it was roughly the same or actually even a little longer. I don't know. I didn't think the current one's bad because I just turned it on and I'm doing other things getting ready to go. But that's one of the advantages. The other thing they said had something to do with the maps being a little more interactive. I don't use their maps. I use Apple CarPlay and Google Maps and Apple Maps. So, if they make improvements to the apps, the maps, and you like that, that's great. I think there might have been something about making the music system more reliable. I do listen to music through Apple's wireless CarPlay music app. But, I use it for the home link. I installed the home link garage door opener, so I go to Ride Command for that. They have TPMS through the Ride Command Indian firmware stuff, so I go to it for that. Is there anything else? I'm sure there's a few other system things that I use it for, but day in, day out, when I'm riding my bike, I have Apple wireless CarPlay running. But I do want to update it, so that's what we're going to do. First thing you got to do is log into your Ride Command on your computer. And you go to the Indian website, to the Ride Command section, log in. They've got different screens based on the type of bike you own and what size screen you own. And you go to that and you download it to your computer. You take it doesn't have to be Polaris. They sent me this for some map update long ago, and I just held onto it. I've got 10 others I could have used. It doesn't have to be a Polaris one. So you just want a gigabyte or larger, typically is what I aim for. I think this update would be fine because it's on here. And so what you do is download that file to your computer, copy it as is, don't open it or anything, and drop it into a blank USB adapter here. And then from there, you come out to your bike, and that's where we're going to pick up here. And I'm going to show you what to do to update the bike. Okay, let's get going. All right, I'm going to use a little handheld remote so I can get a little closer to this, and I'm behind the camera for now. So what I do whenever I'm doing these updates, by the way, is I attach a trickle charger just so I'm not burning the battery down with these updates, though this one should be kind of quicker. We're going to cut on the bike. And we got the trickle charger on. Now the bike has a feature that it will shut down automatically after whatever time frame. It's not long. So what you want to do is you go into the bike and you go to all settings. We're going to go into here to all settings, and you're going to go to bike. And you're going to scroll down to automatic display power down, and you're going to disable that. Okay, it's going to warn you what you're doing, so the bike's not going to shut down as long as I have the bike open. Okay, so that's step number one. Next, from here, let's go into general, and we're going here to update software. And before I started the video, I made sure I did not have that current version. In fact, I'm going to look at my phone right now and double check and tell you the number. I took a screenshot of it. So the current version has the same starting number, the new version I mean, but it's actually M62627A. So that's what we're going to update. I'm going to click on that. Now it says this And I've never understood why it says it's up to date, that it does it every time the bike is started, because that is not the current version. So we're going to just go ahead and update this. On this bike, it has to go to this USB plug that's in the front. So I'm holding the camera with one hand, so I'm going to just install that real quick. Okay, so I just installed that, and you can see what it did. It triggered. That's a different number, and I know on the website it was July 2026. The map was from last year, but this is 2026. So then you hit install. It'd ask you, are you sure? And it's probably going to restart the bike. Really a straightforward process. I might speed this up a little bit just so the video is a little quicker. All right, so now we should be rebooting. Now the update there should already be done, so you could probably take the USB out, but I leave it in just out of habit. So we're going to go in and double check. And we're going to hit all settings again. All settings, and clear that out. Let's see, the software, is that the new one? Yes, that is the new one that's installed. So just out of curiosity, I'm going to cut the bike off again. I'm going to take my USB out of here, or this USB, and I'm going to plug my Apple wireless CarPlay back in just so I don't forget about it. In case you're wondering, that's what that looks like. The Apple wireless CarPlay adapter I'm using, and that just stays down in there permanently. And let's start the bike up one more time, see how long that takes. I didn't time it before I installed it just to see, but it does appear a little quicker to me. And once again, I'm just going to double check. All settings, get rid of that. Yeah, okay, so that's it. All right, that's all you need to do to download and install the firmware update. We're done. Now, it is nighttime here, and it is incredibly hot in the 95 to 100 degree with a lot of humidity. So I'm not going out riding tonight or probably in the morning, but we'll get this thing tested over the next few days. There's going to be a lot of rain. I just returned from a week in West Virginia. So I'm throwing this install on tonight as I catch up on some projects. Download it for yourself. See what you think. And as I test the thing some more, I'll give some updates. This is Ramblin' Man. I'll see you on the road.